Hey, what's up guys? Mid here back again with another video, and today I am going over Season 20 and its perk changes with Rampart. I've had a solid week with Rampart and these perk changes to determine what might be the most useful for certain players or certain Rampart mains. And if you're debating on being a Rampart main, you're in the right place. I have tons of Rampart guides. I will link those in the description down below. Almost all of those tips are still applicable. I still need to make an updated guide since she had her wall buff. But yeah, mostly everything in those guides are very useful. So if you're debating on playing Rampart, if you're new to being a Rampart main, or you're a seasoned veteran, you're going to enjoy the tips in those. So check those out. And don't forget to
Come
leave a
on,
like,
Lamp.
pop a
I'm
sub,
gonna leave a
and
good
comment
note on
down
your
below
page.
some
I'm
of your
chosen
own
forever.
tips when it comes to Season 20 and these new perks. I'm interested in knowing your guys' thoughts, and I'm obviously not going to include everything here today. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first and foremost, the first upgrade you get when you level up to 2 is the ultimate cooldown or bandolier. Now, to be frank, I'm going to just cut out the fluff. I think ultimate cooldown every single time. Bandolier, there are very niche scenarios, maybe in ranked, where you would need to carry extra ammo. But the ultimate cooldown, having minus 30 seconds for a already short ult cooldown, especially if you had Sheila at half capacity or more, that is crazy. It is so short now. And I honestly thought it was in a really good spot. Now, this just makes it even better. So when it comes to perk 1, that's an easy choice in my opinion. I am choosing minus 30 seconds ult cooldown each and every single time. Let me know if that's a hot take. I truly don't think it is.
Gotta
But
choose an
this
upgrade.
is where the
Gotta play a
choice
new
gets a
upgrade.
bit harder.
Can't wait to get a
Now, this
spin.
is ramped up, which is improved Sheila handling time and spin up time, versus amped reloads, faster reloads with Sheila, and amped cover. Now, initially I was like, oh, I love Sheila. I'm going to do the improved Sheila handling and spin up time. That sounds broken, but it's actually more difficult of a decision to make than you would think. Now, let's just go into ramped up since I was just talking about
I'm
it.
upgraded and
With
better than
ramped
ever.
up, the improved Sheila handling time and stuff. So here, let me pull out a regular weapon. So I'm running around with my regular weapon. Now let me pull out Sheila. Do you notice any difference in speed or any change in speed when I'm putting her away? I do not. It's literally the same. So it makes it the same weight or carrying weight or speed of a weapon, which is pretty dang huge. And I feel like pulling Sheila out is a lot quicker now
Darkstar
too. Look
here.
how fast that is. Crazy.
Light
Now
ammo
her
here.
spin up time is also quicker. Voila. Voila. So you're going to be able to pull out Sheila and start shooting faster while moving faster or on the fly with Sheila, which is huge. I think this is especially huge for players who are not quite up to par with Sheila or who may still suck with Sheila. This is going to make her more usable and easier to learn because when it comes to Sheila, it's all about timing and scenarios. And this just makes you make less. I mean, like, you can make more mistakes, but you're not going to be as heavily punished with them because you have that quicker handling time. So I still think this is good. If you're already really good with Sheila, this will make it a little bit easier. You're going to be a little bit better with her. But if you suck with her, this is going to make a world of a difference. It's a little bit more brainless too. You don't really have to change up your playstyle at all if you're mostly a Sheila player. But when it comes to the other one, let's get into that now.
And
All
ready to
right,
take
so
on
here
the
we are
world.
with the amped
Few bumps
reloads.
at
We're going to
least.
get this. Now, this is
Upgraded and
what
ready to take
completely
'em for
blew
a
me
test
away.
run.
You guys probably already saw, or some of you guys probably already saw my reaction to first discovering this. So when you're behind amped walls, so the amped wall is up. You're shooting through the amped walls. Voila. Look how fast this reload is. Look at that. The R99 was already quick, but now it's even quicker. Look at that. Insane. As long as you're behind this, you are good to go. However, if it gets blown out, look, it's gone. Look how much slower that is. Insane how cool that is. Now, here's a little trick that I'm going to include in this video. Now, with that amped cover, if you don't want it to lose that reload, you can put one behind you. Now, if it's behind you and this gets blown out, look, they're going to only be able to shoot through it. It's not going to get out. And you still get... Wow, my aim was so bad. But look, you still have that reload speed perk, which is crazy. What a freaking cool thing. Obviously, you don't have to turn all the way around each time. You can just set one perpendicular. And look, I still have the buff. Voila. So take advantage of this. This is crazy, especially with LMGs. So Rampart's ultimate, I mean passive with LMGs, she reloads quicker with LMGs and she gets more bullets. But boom, voila, faster. Insane. I think this is crazy. Now, if you're a wall player, if you enjoy playing around walls a lot, if you're a movement player too, see my movement guide in the description down below. I'm going to be including all my previous Rampart guides, as I said. If you're a movement player and you play around walls a lot, this is going to be the one for you. I think with seasoned veterans, when it comes to Rampart, this is going to be the biggest change for you because having that reload speed, you're going to be able to clutch so much more often when you're kind of backed in a corner and you have no other way to survive other than utilizing these walls to clutch up a 1v3 or a 1v2. This perk is nuts. So for new players, I would do, or new players or new Rampart mains, or maybe Rampart mains that are still learning and they're not very good with Sheila yet, go with the Sheila perk. Everyone else, I would experiment with this wall one. This wall one is huge. Yes, it's more situational. I find myself kind of doing half and half, honestly. It depends on my play style or what I'm feeling that day. If I don't want to be using walls as much, I will use Sheila. If I'm just wanting to be brainless, I'll get the Sheila improved handling time too, because I don't really have to change anything up. I just play the same way and it's easier. But with the walls, you just kind of have to be a little bit more mindful of it. But man, when it comes to Rampart this season, she is I think she is probably the best sleeper pick now. She's slowly but surely become so good, and people are still ignoring her to a point. But I've seen more Ramparts this season than probably any other previous season, and there's a reason for it. She is nuts. I think she's really decent. I think high B tier at the very least, especially if you're really good with Rampart and the timings and everything. Holy crap. If you're debating on being a Rampart main, just do it. I think this is the season to do it. She is in a really good spot, and until she nerfs the perks, she's going to be remaining there. But again, don't forget to leave a like, pop a sub, comment down below any of your own tips when it comes to these perks or your thoughts on them, as well as check out my other Rampart guides in the description down below. I have a lot of knowledge for y'all, and I will be coming out with an updated wall guide as well as Sheila guide coming soon with those recent buffs. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and take it easy.